Chucker, eh?
Mixed martial arts.
Okay, hopefully you can hear me. We're out kind of in the front yard here. Traffic's gonna be pretty bad, so apologize for the audio. Welcome to the first outdoor Kire clan class. A few things to note. First off, the belt I'm wearing is meaningless. I'm not a green belt in anything. This is simply just to match the outfit. Same with the headband. Secondly, the Kire clan banner behind me isn't the one that we have finalized on. The kanji that's in the white part is not the proper kanji for Kire in Japanese. We now have a different set of kanji for it. And at the bottom, it should say the clan with sharp hands. That's what we intended to say. So if I have any Japanese viewers or anyone who speaks proper Japanese and the bottom part doesn't say the clan with sharp hands, please comment in the comment section below and let us know how to actually say that in Japanese. That'd be greatly appreciated. All right, so right now we are going to be practicing through some of the basic stances and punches and stuff like that and kicks. This should be in frame here. The Everlast bag we just recently got used, but we're looking to try it out. All right, everyone, Nick, Dixon, Xavier, please line up. All right, everyone, attention stance. Control over power. When you put them together, it's balance. Bout. Nashin. Alright, so you guys can stay there. We're going to start with the basic stances. First stance is what we were just in. Feet together, hands by your side. That is a tension stance. Next stance, neutral stance, is just feet shoulder length apart. And you can place your hands behind your back. Or out in front like this, your pick. In Iron Leaf, we learn it behind our backs. All right, the next stance is horse stance. Show me if you remember how to do horse stance. Sort of. You want your legs further apart though. This is horse stance. All right, the next stance is the hard one. It's called crane stance. With your left foot, you're going to bring it to your right leg and balance. This is crane stance. Good. All right, now bring that foot down in front a little bit. That's cat stance. And then walking stance. Up. Heel to the ground. All right, back stance. You want to step forward a little bit with your front foot. Point your back foot out and lean on it like that. All right, last stance is front stance. So you take your front foot, lean it forward a little bit more, and make sure your foot's facing a little bit more closer in, not all the way out, and lean more on your front leg. All right, back to ascension stance. Good. And those are all the stances we've learned so far in Iron Leaf. Next thing we're going to do is something basic and we learned at the very beginning as well, and that is the 5 fighting positions. So first fighting position is the stance. So how do we get into the stance is we have one foot to the right and then spinning on our toe there. So it should be a foot away, shoulder length apart, and about a foot length backwards. That is fighting stance. So after stance is posture. So we want to make sure our backs are straight up. We want to make sure our knees are bent so we're solid into the ground. After the stance and posture comes your guard. Show me your guard. Good. Arms up, closer to your chest. No chicken wings. Exactly, we don't want that. Leaves our sides open for attack. So we want to protect our ribs. So we have stance, posture, guard. Next we want vision. So we want our chins down, have our arms and guard ready ready to block any attacks to our chin, but we also want to be able to see our opponent. So our guard's up. And what's the last one? Breathing. So when do we want to breathe? When we get hit, and when we do a hit. Yeah. So we can breathe by doing a Kire, or just letting out breaths through our nose. Right? Looks funny, but it helps. Because if you lose breathing while you're fighting, you're going to not be able to stand up very long. So those are the 5 positions of fighting. Stance, posture, guard, vision, breathing. Good. All right, attention stance. And neutral stance. Good. All right, so now that we got the main stances in Iron Leaf down, and we got the 5 positions for fighting, let's move on to the basic combat strengths. All right, fighting stance. Guard up. Good. All right, so the first punch, come straight out and turn, and back to guard. So that's a jab. And then what's next?
Cross.
The cross, yes. And then back to guard. So on my count, we're gonna do jab, cross, jab. All right, 1, 2, 3. And back to guard. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Or if we're gonna use Chinese, it's Yi, Er, San.
Sun.
Good. All right, the next punch, besides the jab across, which is a straight punch, is a hook.
Oh.
So when you hook, yep,
Well,
you want to stretch your shoulder out, in. Say with the cross hook. It's out, in. Sort of like your Wolverine. You're sticking your claws in something. In, back out, back to cross. So, we're going to do jab, cross, jab, but with hooks this time. Alright, 1, 2, 3. E, R, Sun.
Sun.
E, R, Sun. E, R, Sun. Good. Seeing you keeping those elbows up. You don't want to be in here. You want to be up. In and back. Very good. Alright, the next punch that we've learned in Iron Leaf is the uppercuts. I'm not Shifu spinner, but I'm going to try my best. So keeping your guard down, your eyes open here. I want to go up, just a quick in and out. Same with your hook uppercut. You're not trying to load it. You're just trying to come straight out from your chest and back under. So we're gonna do cross jab cross with the uppercuts. All right, 1, 2, 3. E, R, Sun. E, R, Sun. E, R, Sun. All right, and the last combat punch is the 8 punch. Now this is the one that I definitely have the most work to be doing with. This is not my best punch either, as I'm still only yellow stripe level. So with the 8 punch, from what I recall, is again you want to twist out your shoulder first, bring it in and back. So it's coming out, going diagonally across the person's face, and then you're resetting. So a jab cross with the 8 punch should look something like this. And you want to make sure you get your guard back before you throw your next punch, because you don't know if they're going to be punching back. So you want to make sure your guard's back before you throw your punch. So let's do a couple of those. Jab, cross, jab with the 8 punch. So 1, 2, 3. E, R, Sun. E, R, Sun. E, R, Sun. Good. The next few things are going to be the 9 weapons. Of course, if I can remember them all. Alright, so for the 9 weapons, it is more of a kung fu style of punches and kicks. So you're going to be working from your center line. Your center line goes down the straight of your body. So we're going to take our right hand. You're doing it right. All right, so we take our right hand. It's going to be here. So that. So it's ready to get launched out if we need to. And then our front hand and our left hand is going to be out right in front of us, way out in front. So we can block any attacks coming from the side or up or down. So let's say someone tries to punch me. The idea is I should be able to block or deflect, and after I block or deflect, I should be able to throw in a straight punch. And that's why we keep our hands way out here and here, because it gives us time to block and set up for that punch. All right, so let's try a couple of kung fu punches, straight punches. We're gonna start with the left like Nixon did here. That's actually the right way. The way we're taught in Iron Leaf. All right, so E, R, Sun, C, Wu, Bio, Chi, Ba, Geo. Sure. Good. And that's 10 in Chinese. So that is the general kung fu punches, the straight punches. Eventually you'll be able to do it very quick, yes. So the next one, now I'm not sure if this is in order or not, so if Shifu's watching, please correct me in the comments. But the next one we're going to be doing is palm strikes. Okay, so simply straight out, hitting with this part of your hand. So E, R, Sun. Sorry, I'm having issues with the palm strikes myself. C, Wu, Bio, Chi, Ba, Geo, and Sure.
Sure.
Good. So those are palm strikes. Next are snake strikes. Again, not sure if that's in the order we learned it, but we're doing that next. So snake strikes are very good if you want to quickly distract or blind your opponent. And this is only in a life or death situation. I don't want you guys doing it on your friends. So, don't bend your hand back. Make sure your fingers are cupped a bit, because when it hits, you want to have some recoil a bit. And bend your fingers back. All right, let's try it together. E, R, Sun, Si, Wu, Bio, Chi, Ba, Geo, Sure. Good. Those are snake strikes. The next is what we use quite a lot for blocking and stuff like that. It's very easy. Yep. Nixon's doing it right now. It's called a salute. And when you bring your whole hand back, you want to grab the back of your head. Make sure no fists can get behind. So let's try a couple of those. E, R, Sun, Si, Wu, Bio, Chi, Ba, Geo, and Sure. Good. Next strikes are, I believe they're called earth strikes or earth blocks. So from here, this is the one where it looks like you're grabbing into your pocket for sand, but you're not. So from here, go down, block out in front of you. We're going to go here. No, we're not touching behind us. We're going from here to this. And then we're coming in and block. Alright, so let's do a couple of those. So, E,
E.
R,
R.
Sun. It's actually hard for me to do too. C. In. In front of us though, not over here. We're blocking someone punching here, not someone over here. Alright, good enough. Next one are the kicks. So again, in this position, we're learning front snap kick. Bring your knee up. Kick. Back down. And one motion. So it should look like this. Good. Now for the rear, it's up, back down. Make sure you get that knee up. The higher the knee goes, the higher the kick goes. So let's try another rear leg front snap kick. Alright, so we're going to do a couple of those. Left and then right. E. R. Sun. C. Woo. Woo, Nixon.
Woo.
Good. Leo.
Leo.
Chi.
G.
Ba.
Ba.
Geo.
Geo.
And sure. Good. Last two. Running positions. Guard up. So last two are groin kick and stomp. Which one do you want to do first? Stomp?
Oh.
Looks like he wants to do stomps.
Stomp.
Alright, so for the stomps, what you want to do, again, you want to bring your knee up, and you want to tilt it and kick down.
Right onto the knee.
Yep, the whole purpose is to take out someone's leg. You've probably heard this before, but if you can't stand, you can't fight. So, you try that again with the front foot. No, you're bending this way. You want to bend in. So it's up, in, and kick.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Try it again one more time. Knee up, bend, kick in, down. Soon we'll learn how to do that with a little bit more control. All right, now we're gonna do the back leg stomp kick. So bring your foot up, turn, kick, back, down. We're gonna do lefts and rights. We're gonna do about 5 of them so we can move on to the front groin kick. All right, so using your left foot, up, kick, back, down, back leg, up, turn, kick, up, down, front leg, up, turn, kick, down, back leg, knee up, turn, kick, down, and last one for the front, knee up, turn, kick, down. Very good. All right, again,
Oh, my chest.
we can get some water after this one. All right, so this kick is sort of like the snake to the eyes. We only do this move if our lives are in danger or someone has a weapon or something. We don't do this to our friends. We don't do this to their kids at school or at the park. This isn't funny. This is actually a very serious move. So, front snap kick and front groin kick are not the same. Front snap kick is up with the top of our foot. You can't really see it, but it's with the bottom of our foot. The groin kick is with the top of our foot into the middle of the legs. So it would be up, in. Same with the back leg. Up, in. So we're gonna do a couple of those. All right. Front kick. Yeah.
Shot.
Sorry, groin kick. All right. E. R.
Oh.
Sun.
Sun.
Sit.
Sit.
Last one. Woo.
Woo. Woo.
All right, very good. Kicks that we didn't learn, and the 9 weapons or basic combat strikes is the roundhouse kick.
Yeah.
So we still have to do those today, but we're trying to catch up on all the stuff that we missed with you guys for the last month or so. So, round kick. Again, Shifu, if you're watching this and want to correct me in the comments, go ahead. This is just from what I remember doing. And you can either do combat guard or you can do kung fu guard. My natural instinct is to do kung fu guard because I like doing that one for some reason. Well, you can do a roundhouse. You want to get your knee up. You want to kick. And down. So in one motion, it should look like this.
Whoa.
Demonstrate again.
It's okay to make mistakes.
We also want to try to control our balance when we kick too. Because if we're off balance and our opponent takes advantage of that, we could be the one losing the fight. So we want to be up and back down. Get ready again. If we need to, do the other back leg. Up. So all together, we look like this. Alright, so Dixon, go ahead and show me if you can demonstrate or do a few roundhouses. Make sure you're close enough that you can get there. So if you need to assemble, put your foot up and see if it's going to reach, go ahead. You might need to be a teeny bit closer. Good. You're still not getting your knee up as high as you probably could first. Because, look at me. Like I said, you want to get your knee up. Up. And kick. That still sort of looks like dragon with his tail. Without the kick, it should look like this. Before you kick it out. So it should look like this. I can't really do like this high. I can only do like this with myself. You're a bad leg, but you're big. Let me help you a bit. You see how your front foot is facing the target the whole time? You really need to twist. Watch, okay. Watch what my feet do. Watch my feet. And I kick it. You see how it turns this way? Because I'm basically doing this without a kick. So without the kick, it's here. I should be able to stop. I should be able to stop and still kick it. Put my foot back. Even though you hopped, that's still better. At least you're getting the turn into it. So you need to get it up. You can't have it facing down because you're still facing the foot forward. Hard for me too. Up. We're still getting that twist to face that way. Do a couple of roundhouses. I want you to be able to land in this position afterwards. Try a couple of left ones. Remember to get that right leg.
Yes, I remember now.
That was better. Yep. Pretty good. I want you to like this. Awesome. That would be a good front push kick. Look, right here. Very good. So what we're going to do is we're doing something called a roundhouse. Roundhouse, look at me. Look at me. Look at me, buddy. Roundhouse brings our knee up, twist this way, and then we get out. actually what you're doing is not too bad. If you can't do it, you need to grab onto someone. This is called a clinch. So look at me. Look at me. So a clinch is when they're really close to you in a fight, and you need to go like this, and you're pulling them into you so that you can kick or knee. So doing that, what you did, isn't actually a bad thing. So if you need to, you can grab them by the shoulders and knee them in the chest or the stomach. That is a thing that we can do eventually. But we're going to try and do a roundhouse though, alright buddy? So go in front fighting position, watch me, watch my feet. Can we try that? Also need to do is hit here. You don't have to kick this high, you can kick right here if you need to. Very good. You want to be able to do it from here without touching. Okay, yeah. Good. Good job. All right. Got a little bit of ways to go, but that was a good try. I think I'm glad that you have patience enough to learn that at least. All right, so we're going to be in guard position, combat stance. That's fine. You can stand here. You need to see me. We want to punch with these two knuckles, not these. So it's this one and this one. We go those two. Show me. Good. You're a little closer. What we do is what we did in the beginning. You jab, cross, jab. Go, jab, cross, jab. Good. So here, back, here, back, here, back. Show me this. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, back. You're not going to feel that unless strike with some power. Okay, watch. Both you guys. Like this. Tiny. Sorry. Okay. You need to go straight up from your chest. Xavier. Go from here. And go straight and twist. Okay. Getting better. Definitely getting better. Alright, so guard up. Guard up. So you want to punch. Right. Last one, you want to twist over, hit, guard, okay, but don't bend into it. So don't do this. You go. You want your back straight, and you want your arm to go straight out. When you're fighting, you're not going to go there and stop, right? The goal is when you punch, you're going through the person's face. You're not just stopping here. If you're going to punch someone, you don't want to do this. That's not going to hurt. I want to punch here, through the bag, so it should look like this. Right? You're going to punch through. This thing does turn a bit, but you want right through the bag. Good. Alright, so those are the basic punches. Next is side kicks. Side kicks are sort of like roundhouses, except you're not swinging into it. You're extending your leg, pushing through the kick. So it's the same concept as you're bringing it up, pushing, and you're kicking into it instead of the side. So things like this. Once it's from the third paw, okay. That's it. Get close enough, you know you're going to be able to kick your opponent. You want to make sure that your knee's up before you strike. The same thing. That's why it's good to learn this part, because if you can learn this, you can learn the roundhouse and the side kick really easy. So that should be before I even strike. Did it better. So try try from regular stance. Do it this way, right? With this leg, and you're up and kicked out, which is really good. So let's try it from this stance up. Close. That looks sort of like a roundhouse. Let's try to get more of a direct side kick. You want to get closer. Good. Good. Even if your side kick looks like a push kick, because your push kick is here and it's in and out, right? Even if you're pushing through, that's better form than not hitting it at all. So even if you have to go to the side, kick it out, that's just as good. So let's try from this stance, try one from that stance, and try one from southpaw again. Two more. Make sure you're close. Almost. Get a little higher. Kire when you do it too. Good. All right. Southpaw. Good. Good job. Nailed it. All right, guys. Line up. Line up. Launch the hole. Tension stance.
Yes. Center. Yeah.
All right. Control. Overpowered. Equals balance. Shin. One on.
Mixed martial arts.
We should run. We should hide. We should kick their butt.